says, how did you guys meet? Welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to be talking about how we met.
So I'm going to start off by saying my part of like how I ended up at the place that he was at. So it was December 10th that me and my friend decided we wanted to go have like a little girls' day, whatever. So me and her decided to go to San Jose to go see some Christmas lights, and we were just hanging out in San Jose and like drinking like champagne or whatever. And I had posted that I was in San Jose. A lot of people were hitting me up asking me if I was going to this like club or whatever. The way I was dressed, I was not trying to go to the club. Like, I had no intentions of going to the club that day. I was literally wearing freaking like Ugg boots with like little Christmas socks and everything. Me and her ended up just saying like, fuck it, like let's just go to the club. So basically, as soon as we got in the club, ended up meeting up with some of the people that hit me up on Instagram. So they bought us shots at the bar, and then they were like, oh, like you guys can come over here to our section. We ended up going to their section, whatever, and we were just like chilling, drinking and stuff. Yeah, I was doing my own thing. I honestly didn't even know that he was in there.
Cap.
We did not talk
She
the whole...
saw me in the section. I was like this.
Okay, matter of fact, I did see him in the section. I didn't see his face though. I just saw him sitting down, and they were just like...
Yeah. What was it? I'm like this.
There was a girl dancing on him for like 2 hours straight, non-stop.
Hell no. It was like...
Are you gonna cap right now?
It was like 20 minutes.
Definitely not. There was a girl basically dry humping him inside of the club for hella fucking long, like so long. Like we were more like in the back section, and he was like in the front section or whatever. But
I didn't even see her in the club or nothing.
Yeah, we did not talk at all. Like I don't even think we were like next to each other at all.
We were though. Remember I told you I was like recording, and then like months later when we were like talking about it, I went back to that video that I recorded, and I'm like, oh shit, she was like right next to me, like on the bottom part. Remember I showed you were next to me.
Yeah, but we had like no communication in the club whatsoever. Like never talked in the club at all.
So it was like last minute. My partner had hit me up, and he was like, let's go to, it's called Aura, the club in San Jose. And then I was like, damn, that's hella far. I'm not trying to drive out there. So then I hit up my partner. I'm like, what's up? Let's go to the club. But you trying to drive? So he ended up picking me up. We met up with my other partner in Berkeley. And then we head out from Berkeley to the club like damn near almost like midnight. Ended up going, and then it was just on some last minute fuck it type shit. And then, yeah, I never seen her in the club. I was just doing my thing, chilling and shit.
With the girl. Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, we were just chilling.
It's okay, we seen the same girl at another club, and we were actually together, and I'm like, yeah. I was like, yeah, that's the bitch that was dancing on my fucking man.
I don't remember seeing her because I was faded that day. So then, yeah, I was just chilling. We were just having a good time and shit, drinking. We had bottle servers, you feel me? Turning up. After the club.
So, okay, there's like a big old like coincidence that ended up happening. So, the friend that he was with, like, his ride and everything so happened to be like a person that my old friend was talking to. Like they used to like mess around, whatever. So like he had called her like, where are you gonna be at, da, da, da. But after the club, I was just like standing on the sidewalk waiting for my friend because she was like all like whatever doing her own thing. So I was like recording a video. I recorded like a quick video of her and the guy, and then like I like moved the camera around like that. And this so happened that he was standing next to me. I didn't even know him. He was standing next to me. I showed him in the video. He, like, posed in the video.
Yeah, because I remember she had the flash on and shit.
Yeah, after that, we went to go get the car in the parking garage. And then his friend called my friend. Was like, where you at? Da, da, da. So then we ended up coming out the parking garage. And they were, like, parked in a parking lot. Like, right outside of the parking garage. So then we pulled up, whatever. I had like my little champagne left over that was hella hot, and we were drinking it, huh?
Yeah, we was like parking lot pimping in the parking lot and shit.
We were like listening to music. I remember I was using like their phone to put like Spanish music in the fucking car.
Yeah.
And then I think he ended up taking a photo of me and my friend.
Yeah, she was like, can you take a picture of us? And then I ended up taking a couple pictures of them. And then once I handed her phone back, she was all like, now you pose and take a picture with her. So I was like, all right, fuck it. And then we ended up taking a picture. And
which
then
is going to be right here.
Yes.
So we took the photo, and then that's when my friend was like, I think we hung around for a little bit, and then my friend told me like,
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go to the car, you know, with
Do
the
my
dude, whatever.
thing.
She was about to go do her thing in the car, so I was like, all right.
AKA, waka, waka,
So,
waka. So then we were like, they ended up leaving, and me and her was outside just like drinking her hot ass champagne that she had. I was just hitting it because I was trying to hop on. You feel me? I seen her. I was like, oh yeah, I'm bagging this. I ain't gonna lie. If it's not today, it's gonna be tomorrow or a couple days from today, because I'm on a hook. So you feel me? So then we were just taking a couple little shots of champagne, and then she was like, I'm hella cold. So I'm like, you want my jacket, like my sweater? She was like, no, it's all right. And I was like, all right, come on, it's good. Let's get in the car. So I turned the car on. We put the heater on. And then we were just talking for a little bit in the car.
and then mind you, there was one of their drunk ass friends
In the back. He like this.
passed the fuck out.
Like snoring, nigga, drool coming out. He over here farting and shit, hella shit. So then she was like, I'm hella cold and shit. I'm like, come here. So I grabbed her, and she ended up like leaning on me like this. And then like I was just like this, and I was just like holding
We didn't
her.
even know each other.
We don't know each other. Nothing. This is like 20 minutes into us knowing each other, right? And then like I like grabbed her face like this, and she like looked at me, and then we just started like making out and shit. We started making out, and then we ended up falling asleep. We ended up falling asleep for I don't know how long.
I don't think it was that.
It wasn't that long though, but it seemed like it was hella long, but it really wasn't. So her friend came, knocked on the window, was like, "Oh, let's go."
Right.
Before all that, they were talking about going to like an after party or something. So I'm like, you got the Addy? She was like, yeah, I got the Addy, or I could get it. I'm like, it's good. Let me get your number so you can send me the address so we could go to the after party. AKA, I just wanted her number because I was trying to look. And so I got her number. So then she ended up leaving, and then
After me and my friend had left, we were just trying to go home. So we were like an hour away from where we live, and we were hella tired. We were trying to stay up the whole way. We were like blasting music so fucking loud, trying to stay awake. And I guess she was like falling asleep when she was driving, so she was like driving hella stupid. And then we ended up getting pulled over. So they ended up taking my friend to jail. They towed her car, and then they were like, where do you want to go? Like, we can drop you off somewhere nearby, like a gas station, whatever. So they ended up dropping me off at a Denny's, and I had to wait to get picked up there. And it was
already like 4 in the morning.
Yeah, it was like 4 in the morning.
Called and texted me, and then I was like texting her back. I'm like, you good? And then she was like, no, I'm stranded at a Denny's. I was like, damn. I was like, where you at? I'm like, I was trying to get her an Uber to come to my house. I didn't know how far she was. I was just trying to get her to come to my house. And then she was like, I would, but my brother's on his way to pick me up.
Yeah.
So then I was like, damn.
Yeah,
almost.
After I got stranded, whatever, me and him ended up still texting for for a couple days.
For a couple days, for a little bit after. And then
but I think they were going out again the following day, and I hella wanted to go, but I was like, my friend.
And I was telling her, like, man, she's like, I don't have no way out there. She's like, I ain't got no ride because my friend got her car.
Oh, and then my keys ended up getting locked in my friend's car.
That had got towed.
Yeah, so I did not have my own car keys.
And that's why she did it. That was her excuse to not come. Because I was like, I'll Uber you to me. Because I was trying to get her to come. You feel me? Because like I said, I was trying to bag that. Like, I'm about to walk. I don't care. I ended up going out the following day and turning up. And then...
doing the dancing thing again. Again.
I'm like...
No, deadass. He was. I could pull up the video right here.
Right here.
No, I could deadass pull up the video right here if I wanted to.
So then we were like texting for like the next couple days and shit. And then Monday comes, and then my partner was like, let's go to Vegas tomorrow. I got a room or something for us tomorrow. And then he's like, I'm gonna bring my bitch. He's like, you want to bring somebody? And I was like, hell yeah, I want to bring somebody, which was her. So I hit her up that day, and I was like, I didn't even ask her. I'm like, call off work tomorrow. I'm gonna get us flights to Vegas. So then I ended up getting us flights to Vegas. So then my partner was like, he's like, just get the flight for her. And I'm like, hell no, like I'm gonna feel like a trick, cause I ain't never got a flight for her. I ain't never flew nobody out or nothing. So I was like, fuck. And he was like, just do it. I'm like, all right, fuck it. And
shout out to you.
Hey, for real, cause I had never flew nobody out. And then I was like, damn, I feel like a big ass trick flying her out. And then I told him, like, man, she gonna think like, I'm like, she gonna be like a gold digger ass bitch just cause I flew her out. She gonna be like, oh, this nigga got money, or like trying to use me or something. Like that's literally how I felt, cause I ain't never, like, you feel me, just done that. Like, the fuck. But he ended up convincing me, so I got the flights. And then I already had the room and shit, cause we get free rooms. And I had like a big ass penthouse on like the 60th story. So I'm like, oh yeah, it's for sure finna happen today. Nah, but yeah, so then we ended up flying to Vegas, and it was just like a quick little, you feel me, little turnaround, like the road closed. Yeah, I'm talking about quick
We
little
were there for
12-hour
less
trip,
than
like
24
12 hours.
hours.
It was like 12 hours. We flew out like at 8:30, almost 9. Got to Vegas like at 11, and then came back at like 6 in the morning. But mind you, so when we were in Vegas the whole time, we as soon as we got there, we touched down, went to the liquor store, got a bottle. I bought her a whole bottle of Casamigos. Anyways, though, so I got her bottle because she didn't drink Hennessy at the time, which now she does because you feel me, I'm Henny King, you feel me. So we were out there and shit, and then she was just hella shy, like she wasn't really talkative, like saying much. I'm like, man, I'm gonna give her a couple more shots, maybe she'll like loosen up and shit. Nothing. She was so like dry, like she was like sitting on the corner of the couch, and I'm like, come over here, like why you so far from me? And then she would come, but she was all shy, not really saying much. And I was trying to like get her to talk more. Nothing. I'm like, man, not even the shots kicking in or nothing. But then she did kind of loosen up by the end of the night.
After we fell asleep, which we only fell asleep for a couple of hours.
Really like 3 hours, 2-3 hours.
Our flight was at what time?
6 in the morning.
Yeah. So we got an Uber to go to
at
the
like 5:15
airport, and we got there, and what
at
happened?
like 5:45. We ended up missing our flight, so I was like, fuck. So then they were like, oh, you can hop on the next flight, which is at 10:30. So like 5 hours, and we were like, damn, 5 hours more. I'm like, fuck it.
So we went to like, yeah, it was just like the chairs and like the seating area where everybody waits for their flight. But it was empty. There was like nobody there because it was so early.
Empty, and then we ended up like laying down, and then she like faced that way, and I was like face this way, and then I was like, fuck that. I turned around and I was like, come here. So like I grabbed her again, and then she like fell asleep on me like this, and I was like this, and then we
were knocked out. We were like knocked the fuck out.
She was drooling like all on my hoodie right here, and then
we woke up.
And there was hella people
surrounding us. Like, there were so many people.
Like, we couldn't even see the floor. It was so many people.
There was hella people. I was like, oh my fucking God. They just fucking witnessed us, knocked the fuck out, and then we just woke up.
And then this is literally our first time, like, kicking it.
Yeah. Because the other time was just like hang out for like less than an hour, and then that was it.
Yeah, it was like for 30, 40 minutes. So then, yeah, she was just hella shy and hella weird, though. Like, I was kind of like, man, I'm damn near like cool off her, but I really did like her though. I'm like, I just felt hella like myself. I don't know, I just felt like I could be myself because she was shy, so it made me feel more not shy because I'm kind of shy too, but not really. But it just made me feel like I could be myself entirely. You feel me? Just because she wasn't like, because I thought like she was gonna be hella bougie and like, you know, but she really wasn't though. She was like hella different than what she looks like.
But I'm just a shy ass person. When I first meet somebody, like, I'm gonna be so shy. I'm not gonna want to eat around you. I'm not gonna want to do nothing. I'm a bad conversation starter, so it's like I'm gonna be like completely dry, and it's gonna take a while for somebody to see like how I actually really am in real life, you know.
But I got it quick though. I got her to change real quick. Like, it didn't take much. It did take a while though, but it wasn't as long as I like imagined. And even like to this day, she still be hella shy sometimes around me and shit.
Even till like you said, till this day, like he'd be like looking at me, and I'm like getting hella shy. She'd be like, stop looking at me.
Nah, but then, oh yeah, and then so after Vegas, that was Vegas, right? And then we were like still talking. Then I think it was like the following weekend came up.
He was at the club, and I was trying to go to the club hella bad because I'm like, what the fuck? Like, he's going to the club. I was already super territorial towards him. I'm like, he's mine, period. So I found out that he was going to the club. So me and my friend, I was like, fuck, I hella want to go. But I'm like, I don't want to be sober. She doesn't want to be sober either. Like, we need to find somebody to drive us out there. We couldn't find nobody to fucking drive us. But I was like, there's no way that I'm not pulling up to the club. Like, he's there, I'm pulling up. So last minute, I ended up just saying, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna be DD tonight, and we're going to the fucking club. So I got ready and I pulled up, and that was like our first time at the club. We were like actually together. We were like hugging and kissing and all that in the club. So
yeah, and then after the club, again, we were supposed to go to like a little after like telly party or whatever. Didn't end up happening. We were in the
parking lot of the fucking
hotel for like 40 minutes, 30 minutes, and I was like, bro, let's just go. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? And then I was like, damn, we don't have a ride because I don't remember what happened to our ride. You ended up taking us.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what happened to our ride, but she ended up taking me and my partner home. Her friend was with us too, so she was passed out in the back. And then we came to the house, and then her friend ended up sleeping on this couch that we're sitting on right now. And then we slept on my bed, you feel me? And then, yeah.
Okay, but then, after that, like, things were, like, mid, between him and I. Like, I had liked him, like, but yeah, things were just a little rocky because of me, I guess, right?
So now fast forward to New Year's.
We were already fucking with each other tough, supposedly. Like, we were, like, only, like, it's only him and I type shit.
So I ended up going to Vegas again. And then, I don't know, she just was doing her. But no, she was, like, saying that she wanted to fuck with me for real and all this. But then, like, I was, like, looking at Instagram and shit. And I'm like, you want to be so serious, but you over here doing hella shit at the club. Like, she was doing shit that if you really want to fuck with somebody, it's shit you don't do. You feel me? It wasn't bad or none, but because she was still single, like, I wasn't her man for real. But she was claiming she wanted to fuck with me seriously, so I was like, man, I'm cool off this bitch. Like, I was like, man, I'm gonna leave her in 2021.
After the whole New Year's situation, like, we still were like, all right, like, we were both like, all right, like, let's for real, whatever. But it was just like a couple more little it was a couple little more situations that happened, and
that weren't even like big deal, but I was kind of like, man, you playing, bitch. Like, the fuck. Like, for real. I'm like,
yeah, it was like a couple of things, and I feel like there was like one situation where it was kind of like the last straw. Like,
so then it was just like that one last situation where I was like, man, I'm done with this bitch. Fuck her. So we had went to a telly. I ended up running into her at the telly. Well, I was there first, and then she just ended up popping up. And then she was just doing her thing. I was just doing my thing. She acted like she didn't see me and shit. And I'm like, man, what the fuck? This bitch hella fucking weird. Like, she was just texting me the other day, but now she don't know a nigga. Whatever. Anyways, I'm like, fuck this bitch. So I stopped texting her, right? Or like, I was done, you feel me? I'm like, whatever. And then that was on a Sunday. So then Tuesday came around and she texted me talking about, oh, I miss you. And I was like, what the fuck are you playing? Like, I'm cool off you. And then she was like, no, I'm serious. I miss you. Like, I miss being with you, blah, blah. Let's kick it or whatever. I'm like, no, I'm cool. So I like stopped fucking with her. And then that following weekend, I ended up going to the club, and then she ended up going to the same club I was at, and I was like, what the fuck? After the club, we ended up going to my partner's house, and then she ended up going to my partner's house too. It was kind of like a little after party, like, just kick it, you feel me, like, after the club. And then...
But I had called, so after the club, I was with my friend, and she was with, like, some guy or whatever. So I was, like, kind of like, I wasn't drunk, I was like buzzed or whatever, but I was like, I'm about to call him and see where the fuck he went.
She was drunk.
So I called him and I'm like, where are you?
She was like, where are you? I was like, I'm at the house. And then, but it's hella funny because when she called the people I was with, her like, they were slapping music on the TV, but I guess their phone was synced to the TV, so I just seen Nis like calling, and I was like, oh fuck. And then I was sitting on the couch, and we were all sitting on the couches, like, slapping music and, like, drinking. And then, like, she answered, the girl answered, and then she was on speaker, obviously, because they were slapping. And then she was like, I'm outside, girl. And I was like, oh, fuck. So I ran to the back, and I was, like, hiding in the bathroom. And that's when she like, came in. She's like, where the fuck is Looney at? And then, like, I was in the bathroom, like, oh, what the fuck?
And I don't know how I went to the bathroom. Did they tell me
yeah,
in the bathroom?
I don't know. Somebody snitched on me.
I think
like,
they told me he was in the bathroom.
That's when you called me. You're like, where you at?
Oh, okay.
And I was like, I'm at home. You're like, no, the fuck you're not. You're in the bathroom. Where the fuck is the bathroom at? And then, like, she was on the phone with me until she got to the bathroom, and then we both hung up the phone, and I, like, got her in the bathroom, and I was, like, talking hella shit.
Yeah, we were in the bathroom for a long time, just, like, arguing and, like, hella shit, until, like, we were good, and then we came out.
Then we came out.
And then we were just chilling.
Yeah, we were just chilling.
On the couch.
And then I was like, man, I'm finna dip. I forgot what we got into another little argument on the couch we were sitting on. And then I was like, man, I'm finna dip. And you're like, no, don't leave me. And I'm like, man, fuck you, I'm out. And
he got up and left. And I was calling him like, did you really just leave me?
And I was like, yeah, I'm in the car. And then she was like, wait for me, I'm coming. So my toxic ass waited.
You said you hadn't left yet.
No, I hadn't waited. I hadn't left. Though. I was just playing like I had left.
So I ran outside and I left my friend, my old friend, where we were at. And I was like, yeah, I'm leaving.
And then we went back to my house, and then you know what happened.
Shut up. But yeah, ever since that night, like, everything's been
ever
pretty
since
good.
that night,
I stopped like
she changed. She did a complete 360. She was really like started fucking with me. She wasn't playing no more. She wouldn't even like. She stopped like going out and like being dumb and shit.
yeah, definitely.
And then yeah.
And that was in January.
That was
so
January.
we met in December. That was January. Literally like within a month, huh?
Yeah, literally like within a month, she got her shit right and was like, showed me that she was serious about me. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna give this little bitch a chance.
I feel like that's good. I feel like that's a good amount of time, don't you think? Because some people take hella longer to play around and like don't really know what they want. Like,
you know that thing do, man. You know what that thing do. I went from pimping to simping, man.
That was the end of January.
And then February, March, April. We're gonna fast forward to April.
Yeah.
I took her to Oregon to meet my family.
Mm-hmm.
They approved, got back, and I asked her to be my girl.
Yeah.
And now look, here we are.
We're about to be a year in April.
We hella in love and shit.
Yeah, so that's how we met, you guys.
Stay tuned, y'all. We need all the likes. We need all the subscribers.
We're trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, so.
Comment what content y'all want us to drop. We about to do a vlog going to LA.
Yeah, he has a surprise
Stay tuned.
for me, so
I got a surprise for her.
See what it is.
Stay tuned. We will be dropping again. Thank you guys for fucking with us, man.
Look at my sweater's all dirty. Bye.
What do you want to do, like?
Like, we could just, like... and then I'll put, like, our first photo and stuff like that, you know?